So I don't need to. Many psychologists, including Dr. Ramani, including Dr. Dennis Marikis, who is in my film A Murder in Mansfield, and others have read through his information, have watched his tapes, listened to him, and said, not only does he suffer from this narcissistic personality disorder, but he is actually a member of the dreaded leveling up of narcissism, what is referred to as the Dark Triad, which is, and something that I will get into in another video, which is Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and sociopathy. And probably those are, I think it starts with Machiavellianism, then it's sociopathy, then psychopathy, which is probably the worst because psychopaths feel nothing. And it is something that, and in my film, in the scene with my father, I actually ask him, do you think you're a sociopath? Because I was under the impression most of my life that he was a sociopath because he didn't care about the outcome of anything that was going on in my life, or the outcome of his impact in my life, right? Or his impact in other people's lives. And one of the things that Dr. Ramani talks about in her book, and again, I'm not a clinical psychologist as she is. However, I have definitely, there are certain tendencies that all these personality disorders have, right? But usually narcissists, just regular old narcissists, they do have, at the root of their narcissism is a deep-seated insecurity where they do feel shame. Because a lot of people talk about, like, do narcissists feel shame? And I almost wondered if my father felt any shame, which he didn't for many reasons. But I thought, how could you not feel shame for what you did to your family, what you did to my mother, what he did to his other children, et cetera, his patients, his community, his own mother and family. And I thought, okay, I could never really quite reconcile with that until I realized that he's in that dark triad, right? Which is this psychopathy. And it's a bad situation. But I share this content with you because I think this is informative. I know many people have dealt with narcissistic abuse in their lives, and they're always trying to reconcile it. That's why a lot of you come to my content and you say, hey, what did you do? Well, I'm sharing more of that now, again, after diving into other subjects, but I think this is all really important stuff. So this is Sunday. Again, I was 16 years old, and this is my father writing to me. Sunday morning, 6 November, 94. Dear son Collier, well, as anticipated, I received your last letter last night and was very thrilled to hear from you and to receive your photos. You are a very handsome young man and photograph very well. I am proud of your composure. Your mother would be very proud of you. Now, mind you, my father murdered my mother, and premeditated murder at that. It was not an accident. It was not a crime of passion where some others might get confused. This was premeditated. So even the fact that he talks about how your mother would be proud of you is just, it's beyond.